video of plus 2 racing vlog. In this video I'm going to address fueling issues once again. I'm going to replace a few lines. Those two lines are going to go out. They're probably a bit full of stuff or whatever. I'm going to replace them. And in the previous video you've seen I removed the fuel filter and everything. That also going to be addressed in this video. So but first, remove those two lines. I'm not sure how much I'm going to film that because I'm not very good at filming. Well, we'll see. So yeah, the cowl was in the way, so I removed that one and I modified it so I don't have to remove the windscreen wipers. Good thinking. Now I remove the last line and yeah. So those are all the lines out. They're going to be replaced. Well, maybe I'm also going to replace this one over here. This one's also quite old, but these lines were not giving any issues, so I need to check it out. Check on that. Maybe we'll just buy extra just in case. So got some fuel lines over here, and I got a new T with a bigger internal diameter. Not sure if that's going to matter anything, but the other one's a bit smaller, so put this thing in there. I'm not sure how much I'm going to film, because you know, line pack, it's not that interesting. Maybe I'll just, I don't know, we'll see how I'm going to do that. main lines have been replaced. This one is for the return line. This is the feed line. Now I'm going to take out this bit, because I do have, I don't know, 2 meters, 2.5 meters left, which is good, because I also got, where's that thing? That new T with the bigger internals. I need to put that in. So, as you can see, I got that stuff out of there, and I've got the new T piece over here and the old one over here, and actually it's not too bad. If you look at them side by side, this one's 7 mil, this one's 6 mil in the inside diameter. Not too bad, but 1 mil extra is going to give a bit of better flow, so I'm going to put that one in anyway. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, as you can see, I took all that stuff out of the car. Here's all the rest of the lines. I got some new hose clamps, which the new lines are slightly thicker and most of them won't fit. So what I'm going to do now, switch everything over, put like the old T-bit out, put the new T-bit in. Even though I only gained 1 millimeter, but still 1 millimeter is quite a lot. So let's do that. Put all the thing together and put back in the car.
Détruire tout, c'est une obligation. Détruire tout, c'est une obligation.
There you go, check it out. This is the piece. It's going to be replaced. So I'm going to put that back in. This goes to the fuel pump. This one goes to the fuel pressure regulator. And this bit goes to the fuel rail. No problems here. Let's go. So, there you go. Hell yeah. All this stuff has been replaced. Thing is properly placed as well, so I can see. And yeah, nothing more to say about that. Now I have to wait for the parts for the fuel filler lines, but other than that, we're good with this. Nice. So, also needs to address, like I told in the intro, is the fuel filler lines. Oh, fuel filler lines? Yeah. You know, that hose that goes from there to that hole and into the new filler neck right over here, but that thing is still not in. But I have this line. It's not actually sold as a fuel line, it's a chemical line, which they use like in machines that goes like hard chemicals through here. You can get these things are all very cheap, but it's not really, you know, it's more plastic than it is rubber. It's not like the, you know, the silicone lines. This is what it's very cheap. The other ones, like the really, you know, the stuff that you really want, it's very expensive. So for the first bit, I'm going to save some money and try to get this to work. But this is the biggest they could get, and it's slightly too small to fit over here. So I got a little heater over here. This is the only one I could find. So let's see if it works. Heat this thing up, because the plastic in here, you know, hopefully I can get soft enough to make it work. We'll see. Let's go.
K20. C'est une obligation.
Yeah, I gave it a try, but this stuff is just too stiff. It's not gonna happen. Oh yeah, it's too small. That's what's happening. So I finally got the fuel filler lines in the mail. Here they are. Look at them hose. These things are expensive, man. I also got like what these things, a piece of exhaust bit to go from one side to another. And VTEC kitty is around here. Yeah. And let's make that stuff work. Let's put it in. Check it out, it's in place. I also put the breather tube to a separate hole. Not bad. So, actually next Saturday I'm going to take this car out in Zandvoort. You might be thinking, what? That video already came out. Yes, it probably did before this. But the fuel fill lines came in, and this is how I'm going to do it. I don't have my filler neck in, and the cap, but these hoses are in. Put it like that. Through the wheel well. This is the breather. So yeah, we're going to fill it up with fuel, put this cap in, fasten it, and drive around like this, and then put this window back in after I fueled it up. Now maybe not even. But yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to probably fill it up from the inside like here. Yeah, that'll work. And then I'll zip tie it to the roll case like that while I'm driving it. Not ideal, but that's what I'm going to do because I really want to drive it. So yeah, considering this side is finished, this window can be gonna go back in. So let's go do that. So this window isn't completely in. It's in there, of course, but because this window is eventually going to be replaced with like an aluminum plate with the filler neck and everything in it. So this window will be closed anyway. But this is good for now. I'm not gonna put everything in it, and then it's not gonna come out anyway. So this is going to be good. Good enough at least. After all that, also the thing that happened is get my gear lever situated. What I'm going to do, I'm going to grind a piece off of this. I'm going to weld this bit on, so I can screw a threaded end in there and then lock it with a nut. This nut actually, so I can still have an adjustable gear lever. Because the way I had it now, it's just not going to work. And after this, I'm going to remove this. I'm just going to weld it on the shifter thing, the shifter, because I'm never going to run it the way it's supposed to be run. I hate it. So this is my solution. That's what I'm going to do. So, there you go. Just a quick welding job on there. And this is the threaded end that's going to go on, and you still need to determine the size. But this thing will be threaded in here, lock with this nut, and then this other nut will lock on the gear knob. So easy. And this is going to remove and weld on. But that's going to be later on in this video, or maybe just probably going to edit on the end, because this is also the fuel lines video, of course. So let's drill those holes and weld it to the gear lever. Yes. So, with the gear lever welded in place, this bit cut on length, all you have to do is tighten it down and you're good to go. So, back from the track, back in the garage, and now it's time to finally fix those fuel issues. I'm kind of tired of it, and I'm going to do some tests, and let's see what becomes of it. And yeah, let's get started. So to check out how much vacuum is actually pulling, I have to do a test. I taped up both of the filler neck tube and the breather, and then I'm going to start it up and see if this tape is starting to get pulled in on both ends. Then I'll definitely know it's pulling vacuum. I have to start it up and keep it running for a while and see what's up. I already demonstrated in the other video that the fuel pressure just is slowly dropping and dipping when I give it gas. And let's see what this happens. And after that, I'm going to do a leak test on this thing. It's going to be fun. Not really. Yeah, I kept running it for a while, but I can't really see how much, if it actually started pulling a bit of vacuum. Maybe I'm doing it correctly, but I don't know. But I'm going to check if that hose is clogged up, if that even works. Let's check that. So here we have the stock fuel filler cap, of the fuel filler neck actually. This is where the hose ends up to, and this is like a connecting thing. I thought this was a one-way valve. It isn't. This is the one-way valve, and that thing does not work anymore because oh, Jesus. And if I suck on it, no good. So that thing never really worked. But the problem is, this hose, I have to check. What's going on? Huh? You want to be in the video? Hey. Feed that kitty. Whatever. You need to blow on this hose to check out if it's clogged or not. That's what I'm gonna do now. Yeah, that thing is clogged, so that's not preventing anything. Ooh. It does smell like fuel though. Okay, I'm gonna blow it through and see if it actually get unclogged. That would be good. Check it out, I opened up the one-way valve. It's literally just a rubber thing. Inside there's a little spring, so it keeps it in. So seems fine to me. Probably locked up a little bit, but yeah. Put it back together and give it another go. adjusted the fuel pressure regulator a little bit, and it's now over 3 bar consistently. Camera does throttle a little bit, but I have to check that. If it goes better, I'm going to drive it later on. But if the problem comes back, I have to drop the tank to make sure all the other things are still in good. But for now, reasonably happy. So with that, I decided to drop the tank. I kind of forgot to film that because I forgot to put an SD card in my GoPro. Can you believe that? Yeah, I did that. But the next day, here I am. This is the fuel tank, and here is like the breather hole that you. So when you fill it up, the air gets out. Oh my God! Put that thing back in. It smells like gas. And this is the culprit. And oh yeah, where the hell did it? This is it. As you can see, it's blocked. There's something in there. Probably, I don't know. That is not supposed to be like that. That's supposed to be just a normal hole. So this is why fuel tank is permanent vacuum. This is very bad. The tank is still full of gas. Well, I'm not going to take that off. It smells really bad. So this is the reason why. This is the not reason why I have all these issues. Hopefully the pump is good enough that I'm able to drive, because I don't have the funding at the moment to get like a new pump and make a little bit change in the system. But that will be next month. This month's April. I'm going to do that in May probably. But I'm going to do those changes and install it and check if it all works. So yeah, fingers crossed for that. But for now, I'm going to drill this thing out after I empty the tank, because yeah, I put 20 liters in there, and my jerry can, which is here somewhere, it's only 10 liters I think, so it don't fit. But I got a car where I can put this in. It'll be good. I didn't film it when I was drilling it up because I actually forgot the GoPro again, but still, here it is. As you can see, there's a hole in there now. There was a small possibility that there might be like a one-way valve in there, but probably not, because it was already in there. So I just think there wasn't one. And also doing off-camera bits and cutting holes in my car again, just because it's easier that way. Also, these aren't even all of the holes yet. Man, I love cutting holes. Cutting holes. Hell yeah. Ooh, yes, look what came in the mail. Look at that fuel filler cap and my filler neck. Nice. It's only been 7 weeks, but it's in now. And this one fits right in here. So good. But first, all of this is all nice and well. But I'm going to quickly reinstall the fuel tank, and then I can keep on going with fuel stuff, because now this thing is fixed. It needs to be reassembled. It's going to be like probably a quick time lapse. Putting gas tanks in and out is not that fun. Also not that fun to film, but let's go do that quickly. So, fuel tank back in the car installed. Going to put all the hoses back in. And where the hell is the fuel pump? Oh yeah, this is the fuel pump. This fuel pump back in. Let's go do that. There. With all the holes drilled, this thing is basically ready to go for where the hole should be, for like the fuel filler of the fuel filler neck. So let's go do that. So with this package, hold it to the light. Did you see the circle? I need both hands now, but that's how I know I'm gonna put it. Thing that we have here is how I mocked it up now. This is basically how it's gonna go. It's not yet fastened in, of course. One screw. This is the breather, and I'm going to be getting welded in here. It goes like that, and this fitting I'm going to weld that in here. So that's going to be a very nice setup. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, let's go do that. Check it out. This is how it's going to go. Drill a hole in that. Weld that thing on. Yeah, that'll work. Slight change of plan. The thing that I had didn't really work, so what I did is this. I just welded it up and basically the same thing. So it does not have like screw-in fitting, but this will work too. But let it cool off. It's still quite warm, but this will work fine as well. Also needs to be still cut to length. Yeah, I can do that. And just like that, after a way too long video, this is all finished. Here it is. This is in working order. Open this sucker up. Check it out. This is how it goes. The filler with the tube downstairs, going down. This is the breather tube. Man, this is a sweet setup. Everything is already tightened. Man, I'm quite stoked about this. But finally, this is the end of this episode. And testing will be in the next one. And hopefully you will be there. And I'll see you in that one later on.